Oh my gosh. 19th? I think it's February 19th. 2026. Woo! Another day in this life on this planet. I am hanging out in my living room for this brief episode, and but not really, apologies for the wildness that is my living room right now with the remnants of being a mother to a 6-year-old boy and the little track that we built last night with markers and pillows, a little adventure maze. Mm. Oh, today I'm feeling really good. And I'm feeling a nice kind of tingly warmth in my belly that it's like it feels sort of empty, but also full at the same time. It's like an opening, but it's like still filled. I don't know how else to put that into words. But it's like it feels very anchoring. Like I feel very like there's like gravity inside my body right there, and it feels really good. I also just here, I'm gonna slightly shift this. I also just um spent maybe 10 minutes playing that djembe, and this is now the second day in a row where I've spent some time on that instrument, and I haven't played it consistently in quite a long time. And I'm certainly no, like, professional djembe drummer, but I know a couple things with it, and so I can, like, really just, like, sink into the experience with it, and it is blowing my mind that I I play and I'm just in this very meditative experience with the sound that is being created from within my body. It's like I'm not thinking, I'm just feeling and playing and exploring sounds, and then I feel this like completion moment, and I can feel it again right now as I'm just referencing it. My whole body gets this like woo, like a cascade of energy. It's just like it's a full body high. It is wild. And I don't remember feeling that when I had taken lessons about 2 years ago. I took lessons for about 6 months. Every couple weeks, I would take a lesson. It was like an hour or so long. And I don't know that I remember that feeling. And somehow, like, there's something that's transmuted in my body since I learned how to play this drum a couple years ago, that now there's this opening inside me where I can feel this like energetic vibration that it's in totally a full body energetic orgasm. Like my body is high in this movement, and it's so striking that it kind of like it like stops me. I'm like, wow, what is going on in here? And just this time, it's so powerful and potent. I actually, like, started to cry after I started feeling that because it's like it feels like if I could put the words to the way that I would describe feeling alive feels, it's that feeling. It's this feeling of pure energetic bliss and openness and flow inside the body that is unmistakable in the signature feeling of it inside the vessel of this biological thing that is the human. And and I guess that's just what it is. That's just what I'm sharing with you right now because it's so present because I was just playing that before turning on this video. And what I was thinking that I wanted to sorry, I keep adjusting this, but I want you to be able to see my face better. What I was thinking that I wanted to do today, and just very briefly, is some very practical ways of being with the body. So, first and foremost, what I just did, breath. So, I don't know a ton about breath, but I know enough to be able to convey this, which is that it's very typical for most of us to not breathe correctly. And I've been able to download from different people in my life some information and also learnings from my coaching program. And also, I'm just like a book back there that I'm reconnecting with. And the actual physiological experience of breathing. And I've really changed the way I breathe over the last 2 years. Like, I really am consistently breathing all the way down into the lowest part of my lungs on a pretty much like, I'm not thinking about it anymore. That's pretty much like my natural way of breathing now is in my whole lungs. And it's interesting because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I used to not do this. How crazy that I used to not breathe this way. And so just I'm going to start with that, like, to be mindful about, like, what is happening with your body when you're breathing because of stress, because of because of stress, overwhelm, the chronic trauma in life, the acute trauma in life, these things that cause our body to actually, like, become stiff and rigid and unopened and sort of numb. I mean, all levels of, like, an unfeelingness in the body that most of us, many of us, will move away from what is the natural way of breathing. I'll just turn here, which is down here, and I can feel, like, my favorite feeling is, like, the opening of my lungs that pushes the back of my body. Oh, it's just like the massaging to my ribs on the lower back part of my body is, I mean, it's fucking heaven. It is so good. It feels so good. And versus when we're compounded with stress and we're not practicing awareness in how to shift our breathing, our technique. It's a strange thing because this is like a thing that we typically don't think of. We're just breathing. Our body is fucking breathing thousands of breaths a day. I can't remember the number, but it's like, it's so many breaths every single 24-hour period that our body is just doing for us. Thank you, body. And most of it's happening up here. And not that we don't want to breathe, get the breath up here too, but to feel it filling the full range of our lungs helps to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. I'm not going to try and go into this because I'm not an expert enough to speak to it, but it has a cascade of effects in the physiological experience of the body that causes the release of, I don't remember the name of it, all of these things to help the the autonomic nervous system go into more of a parasympathetic mode and feel better. Like, that's what it does. It helps us feel better. So, that is one way to engage with the body in a way to attune our nervous system is simply by bringing awareness to how we're breathing. Taking a few full deep bodied breaths and seeing how that feels. There's so many techniques. I'm not gonna go into breath technique, but I want to just say to bring awareness to how we're breathing. The second thing is I just did it without thinking about it, which is to make a little bit of sound on your exhale. It's like the safest way for us to start to hear the sounds of our nervous system and not feel that, like, awkwardness of, like, "Ugh, I'm hearing my sound. It's weird. I don't know what I sound like, so I'm kinda scared of it, and I'm nervous about what people might think about it if there was somebody here, even if I am alone," which I am right now, by the way. Um, but this opening to being able to hear the sound of the truth of the body during our exhale. It's like a very nice little safety bubble to just do it as we're exhaling because it can sound like, "Ah, I'm just sighing." It's just a sigh. And then you add a little bit more truth to it, and maybe a sigh changes a little bit. Maybe it does a little wiggle at the end. Maybe it has a little more of a like I just did. Maybe you can drop your jaw a little bit more open and feel as you're doing that, maybe what it feels like to even touch your jaw. Uh, right as I did that, right as I did that. I'm massaging my jaw. I had sound come out. I felt my whole pelvic bowl go. It just opened and relaxed. It's like the connection, there's a vagus nerve connection to the base of the torso, and your body through relaxing the jaw, taking a deep breath, making some sound, truthing the nervous system, I can feel my pelvic floor just relax, which, if we loop this back to anything related to sensuality, sexuality, pleasure in the body, this is like baseline foundational information. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, taking a deep breath, making some sound on your exhale. Feel the difference that that makes in your body. Just try it out. Maybe step outside on a break from work and just take 3 deep breaths. Maybe the second one is sound. Maybe the third one has a little movement. I hope that's helpful in some way. I know it's helpful for me. I feel really good being able to express what my body just wants to. It's a very spontaneous experience, and it's gonna be different for every one of us because your nervous system is having a different experience than mine, then it's having a different experience from anybody's body on this planet. So, this is a very, like, you practice and you play. Practice and play. Play and practice. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Love you for being here, for being curious about yourself, for taking some time to connect with me here. And stay tuned for more in all of the things that I do. I just did a little revamp of parts of my website yesterday, and I am so I was just seeing this little hair and I was like, "What is that little hair right there? That's a little cool hair." Um, I am just thrilled to be here doing the things that feel inspired to me and grateful to have, um, your curiosity to be in connection with as I explore the things that I'm inspired by. So thank you. Mwah. Mm. Have a wonderful rest of your day.